7 Things You Didn't Know About NHRA Drag Racing. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Massive Carhead. 7. Community and fan engagement is important to the NHRA. Unlike a majority of the many divisions of motorsport, there aren't many governing bodies that offer up a fan experience quite like the NHRA. After all, the motto used to describe their events continues to be "come early, stay late, and be prepared." Giving the fans the most bang for their buck of any motorsport event, each general admission ticket also has pit pass capabilities, allowing the fans to get up close and personal with their favorite drivers and dragsters without forking over a wad of cash for the VIP experience. Those lucky enough to make it to an event are able to enjoy first-hand accounts of engine rebuilding that takes place between events, impromptu meet and greets with drivers waiting for their next run, and endless rows of entertainment like live music, racing simulators, and raffles. 6. The NHRA's reach goes well beyond America. Although we have yet to see an NHRA event outside the confines of the United States, it doesn't mean the NHRA doesn't have a global reach. From foreign-owned teams to non-American drivers, the NHRA may only take place in America, yet they remain the world's most recognized entity for the sport, a quality that inevitably produces a widespread fan base throughout the globe. Unsurprisingly, the NHRA's ability to grow drag racing outside of America allowed racers from all over the world to compete. After all, it seems the NHRA will let anyone race if they have the skills required. Spawning drivers from Mexico, Japan, the Middle East, and Europe, American drag racing yet again proves why it's the most diverse division of motorsport in the world. 5. The creation of the NHRA led to greater organization of drag racing in America. As we mentioned earlier, beginning as a way to introduce safety and sportsmanship to the Wild West of motorsport, the NHRA played a pivotal role in the development of organized drag racing. While their safety initiatives remain their greatest contribution to the sport, the development of classification systems, licensing/credentialing drivers, and an open-door policy that allows the best drivers to compete regardless of status, race, or gender helped the NHRA prove to the world that their way of drag racing never resembled the street racing culture of the 40s and 50s. 4. The NHRA participates in April Fools annually. Continually proving itself as the most diverse and up-to-date governing body in motorsport, the NHRA began to define itself as one of the futures of the sport for its utilization of the internet in the 90s. Because for those who might be too young to recall, might not remember the public's idea that the internet was a fad and the dot-com boom was the latest fad in the tech sector. Although the dot-com boom and sequential bust were true, the internet managed to become a household resource. Capitalizing on this early, the NHRA found a way to engage fans from behind their screen through its annual April Fool's bit. Starting in 1998, using the latest and greatest in technology, aka Photoshop, editors managed to alter a handful of funny cars into wild and futuristic designs, sending the NHRA fanbase into a tizzy. Nearly 3 decades later, the April Fool's stories are welcome tradition. Just make sure you know what day it is before opening up the latest NHRA news. 3. Only 18 drivers have won in both Top Fuel and Funny Car. With a long history, multiple classifications, and countless legends, one would think winning in the NHRA's top 2 events would be more common. However, as of last week, only 18 drivers in drag racing history have won in both Top Fuel and Funny Car classes. Despite introducing Funny Car nearly 60 years ago without any ramifications for competing in both classes simultaneously, the small number of drivers to win both only prove how difficult winning in professional drag racing can be. 2. NHRA's commitment to drag racing at a grassroots level. Keeping with the evident theme that the NHRA does more for motorsport than any other governing body, there is no doubt the NHRA places the utmost importance on growing the sport from a grassroots level. Because if memory serves correctly, there isn't another professional motorsport body that hosts officially licensed events at the amateur level quite like the NHRA. With initiatives like the Sportsman classes that offer full-bodied vehicles to compete, the Summit Racing Series that allows grassroots racers to compete at their local tracks alongside professionals, as well as the NHRA member track network that includes events like Junior Drag Racing, NHRA Street Legal, NHRA Junior Street Legal, among others, the NHRA will continue to have a stronghold on grassroots motorsports for decades to come. 1. The NHRA offers many diverse classes of drag racing. Although many of the popular FIA-sanctioned events like Formula 1, World Rally Championship, and World Endurance Championships offer multiple classes for their specific vehicles, the NHRA remains the only governing body with nearly a dozen different classes that offer their own subcommittee of classes within itself, ensuring no drag racer goes without an event to compete in. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them.